Hello, welcome to the Rangers Rabble halftime show. It's Hearts nil, Rangers 2, and I'm joined again by Ross. Ross, feeling good after the first half?
Saved my own arse, Stu, by saying that possibly the two settles could work if it freed up Barisic and Tav, which then stopped Hearts for being able to double up on Kent and Matondo. It's been a good first half. I thought we were sitting back for a wee while, which is always a worry. But listen, vindicated in my opinion that Colak is the best striker at Rangers.
Yeah, certainly, and we've it was like you said, it was a bit of a defensive start. We were sort of sitting back a little bit. We do get up the other end, sort of around the third minute. What did you think on the early penalty shout for the handball that Coista called? I thought at first maybe, but on replay maybe not.
Nah, on replay, that would be a negative, like me, according to Stu.
That's not according to me.
No, not you, Stu Conway. Sorry, in the
Oh, right.
comments. My apologies to our Stu in the comments.
Yeah, well, he's going to find a way, Stu. I promise you, he's going to find a way. I'm sure. But yeah, so just a couple of chances. I mean, Ben Davies forces a bit of an early save at the keeper, and then we just out of nowhere get this ball down the left hand side. Ryan Kent, lovely ball in, and I mean, I talked in the pre-match about is Cholak the right choice, but I mean, a lovely header right into the corner, in off the post. Gordon no chance, and we're 1-0 up 6 minutes in.
I think you need to talk a wee bit about the fact that Colak doesn't like the player and Colak doesn't. He's only a box player, according to some people. Colak wins the ball in the middle of the park, plays a great first time pass out to Kent. As I say, we're playing with the two sitters and Barisic just coming up on the overlap, so Kent can't be doubled up on. It gets him that wee bit of space, and his delivery was top class. Colak, um, Colak's, if you get the ball of this guy, he's going to score wee goals. Like Craig Gordon is, as I said in the pre-match, he's possibly the best goalkeeper in the league,
Mm.
and and he's rooted because he puts it right in that bottom corner, headers it down the way, off the post and in. Listen, the guy's absolute class.
Yeah, listen, I'm not going to like go through every single thing because we've got the post match for that, and that'll go on. So we'll go to the more of the talking points. What one I did want to touch on, as I say, we were starting to get a little bit of joy when coming forward. I was a bit annoyed that we've sort of sat on this counter, but it is working. I guess you can't say it's not. Arthur gets that sort of chance around 20 minutes, sort of pounces on a mistake. He's got Kent to his left. I can understand he's had the shot, but he's got to hit the target, right?
He's got to hit the target, but Kent's got to be absolutely squealing for the ball as well, for the
Mm.
pass across. There you go, that's me being negative again. Kent, for me, has got to be making sure that Arfield knows he's there, because Arfield's cut in across. He's got to hit the target at the very least, too. I don't know what you think, but for me, he's got to be at least making a save,
Mm.
which then gives an opportunity of a rebound coming up towards Kent. That was my kind of take on it.
Yeah, and Hearts. I mean, Hearts. I don't think Hearts have been particularly good. In all honesty, they've had a few half chances, but I think the defence have pretty much dealt with them quite well. Ben Davis has looked pretty assured, which again we'll cover more in the post match. Um, then I mean, my notes that I look at, I keep saying like Arfield waste pass, Arfield waste pass. Almost brings it all the way back at the end, but we're sort of just cut straight forward. Then half hour in, I thought it was Ben Davis at first, but Koisty said it was Lundstrom. Unbelievable switch of the play from Lundstrom on his left foot. Matondo takes down. First time he's sort of really one on one with the ball at his feet and space to run into. Cuts inside. It's a nice little reverse pass as well. Cholak just pulls off the shoulder of the defender, and it's an unbelievable finish. It's just the slightest of dinks over Gordon, who's sort of rushing out there, and just two shots, two touches in the box, two goals. This man's unbelievable.
Adam McCoist's patter's unbelievable. See when they said Lundstrom have to hit that right at the 1 o'clock gun, howling. I was howling. The pass is great, but again, it's the threat of Tav coming forward that gives Matondo the wee bit of space. Now, you've got to give Gio credit for that because he's played the two sitters, and we did say that that's only going to work if it frees up the two wing backs to play their natural game. And
Yep.
listen, that's obviously something they have looked at over the international break, and you've got to give them credit for that. When the ball comes to Matondo, it's a proper, it's a Jermaine Defoe like run and finish.
Yeah, yeah,
That's what
good
I
shout.
thought of. I thought that because he points, he actually points wrong side of the defender, then runs on his blind side. Craig Gordon is a mountain of a man. He's 6'3", 6'4", big gangly legs. He's come out and Cholak's got the composure just to lift it that wee slight bit to get it over him. Listen, an absolutely stunning goal for the pass to the control to the Matondo taking a man on. I just said in the group chat when it stopped this Matondo on the
It's
right
bang on the
experiment,
moment, wasn't it?
mate. Because I'm my Sky Sports is a wee minute behind everybody else's, so I'd seen in the group chat just as I wrote that he must have been sent to go. So I'll take an assist on that, Stu. I'll take an assist on that. I'm slagging him and then he comes up and does something. So it's that reverse psychology I was playing on him, which worked fine again.
Yeah, it seems a few people are a bit 50-50 on Ryan Kent at the moment. I'll be honest. I mean, apart from the assist, I don't know. I haven't noticed him too much. I haven't noticed anything bad he's done, but I haven't noticed too much um, good either. So we'll quickly touch in on the one of the biggest moments in the first half. Sort of ball over by the halfway line up with a touch line. Matondo sort of shielding it from Cochrane, I think it is, and then out of
Yep.
nowhere Cammy Devlin comes charging in. Now, this guy likes a yellow card because I bet on him for yellow cards all the time. So I'm expecting a card most of the time. I don't know what he's thinking here. I mean, it's like a stamp down. You can't argue he's going for the ball because he's nowhere near it. He goes straight down on Matondo's ankle. Bench kicks off immediately, and it's a straight red card. What did you think of that one, Ross?
It's just a rush of blood to the head, isn't it? It's you're getting beat 2-0. Matondo's holding the ball up, and as you say, he runs full pelt, 15 yards, so that he's got the full force of his body into it. It's an absolute horror tackle, and that for me is the kind of tackle that the compliance officer should look at, even though he got a red card, and deem is that more than a 2 game or a 3 game ban, because that's a potential ankle breaker. And he's not even attempted to play the ball. He's ran in and made his intent clear that he's going out to hurt the player. So that for me is the perfect example of when people should get a 5-6 match ban, because
Mm,
he's intentionally went out to try and endanger an opponent and injure somebody. So like it's a mistimed tackle. He's not even trying to play the ball. It's a clear stamp. Terrible,
yeah,
absolutely
and
terrible tackle.
I mean, from where he was as well, I didn't think there was actually any need for him to even go over in the first place, let alone come flying in like that and stamp down on a guy. I think if a couple of other players had done that, then well, the media would have been out for him. And then lastly, just sort of in stoppage time. At this point, I'm thinking, it's been deep. I don't think Hearts have been good. I don't think we've been at our best, but we've been good enough. Arfield probably not his best game, but then a ball into the box. I don't know what Craig Gordon's doing. He sort of like reaches out for it and sort of half touches it with his hand, and it just drops, and Arfield puts it into an empty net. I think this is 3-0, and there's not a problem until we're lining back up for a free kick. And I mean, to me, it just looks like Gordon's already lost it and then clatters into Matondo. What did you make of it?
Craig Gordon's missus is just had a baby, yeah. So I think at 40, you're already struggling. Sleepless nights, Stu, I think, because he's not been great today. After me
No.
bumming him up as being the best in the league, he's been brutal today, actually. I thought he's not been great at all. Um, Goalkeepers get too much protection. Um, he's come out, he's misread the flight of the ball because he was never been able to catch it, but he's palmed it rather than punching it. So he's
Mm,
misread the flight of the ball. He's actually come down on top of Matondo. Matondo's not made any motion towards him, and Arfield sticks it in the net. Should be a goal all day long. But again, that's the standard of Scottish officiating. So we can complain about that even when you're comfortably winning the games. Do you? It's still. I know people say you only moan about the ref when you're losing, but that's a clear goal as far as I'm concerned.
yeah, and just before we wrap it up, RC72 says It needs to go 3-4-5 here, not just pass the ball up sake of it. Got to agree with that one, Ross.
They're down to 10 men. We've got a lot of good attacking players on the bench. I would like to go and see us. By the way, we were talking earlier on, somebody predicted 6-0 and I was giving them pelters. So, again, mate, I'm going to, if it gets to that stage after 80 minutes, I'm going to go and cook an omelette and cut eye holes in it. I will just come out with the egg right on my face, quite happily. But we spoke a wee bit about needing a Rangers performance, and this has been a bit more like the Rangers we know we can be today. And I think that wee tactical tweak from Gio is what's gave us the flexibility to go and get more attacking players forward. His usual two sitters is literally two sitters, but they're sitting to allow other people to go forward, and I've not got a problem with that.
Yep. Want to change your prediction at all? 2-0, you said, didn't you?
Listen, I never predicted a red card. I think there's another couple of goals in there if we want it, but to be honest, it wouldn't surprise me if it finished up 2-0 because keep the zero and all that in it.
Yeah, that's it. Well, hopefully we go out and get an early third to put everyone's mind at ease, because personally, there's nothing better than an early Rangers win. So we'll leave it there. Hopefully you can join us for the post match, which will be on about 10 minutes after the game finishes, and we'll see you then. Cheers.